Keeper is the early access game that is better than all of the newly released full games I'm playing right now, and this is why. Core Keeper released into early access on March 8th of this year, and implores you to explore an endless cavern of creatures, relics, and resources in a mining sandbox adventure for 1 to 8 players. Mine, build, fight, craft, and farm to unravel the mystery of the ancient core. Now, I first heard this game described as a mix between Stardew and Terraria, with the caveat of a top-down view versus Terraria's side view, and of course way more mining than there is in Stardew Valley. I started playing Core Keeper live on stream, and upon spawning into the core, I was scared that I wouldn't be able to progress at all. Recently, I feel like I've been playing a lot of early access / beta games, in which I have to look up controls and use clunky controls and mechanics just to get anywhere. So to be honest, I was very scared that I would just be stuck here or I would be in for a unfun time. But Core Keeper does a lack of tutorial correctly. While it doesn't tell you how to do things, it's not too hard to figure out what you have to do. In my case, it was break down a wall.
Am I supposed to hit this? No.
Oh, I can hit the wall. And from then on, it's pretty straightforward. Mine through walls to get resources, hit tab to create a crafting table, make things with your crafting table to get hints on how to make more things with different crafting tables and anvils, etc. I'm going to say this many times in this video, but the controls for Core Keeper are so intuitive and so fun that it really does not get in the way of your play. Recently, I've been playing Brookhaven, which you know I love, a farming simulator with magic, and that was a full release game, but it was very clunky in terms of controls. I was getting stuck in the weeds, and I was walking at a snail's pace. These things have since been fixed, but it's still not as smooth as a classic like Stardew Valley, or surprisingly, an early access game like Core Keeper. I've also been playing Rune Factory 5, which I'll have a review on relatively soon, and those controls are driving me wild as well. Hey, these controls are really getting me. Okay, I'm holding it. I want to equip it, and I'm gonna put the seeds away, right? So now it's equipped, and now I go back, and now I aim. Can I aim with... No, I can't. I hate how sensitive the controls are in Rune Factory 5. I keep running in circles by mistake. The camera keeps moving. I have the strongest stomach ever, and I still get a little motion sick because of my own whipping the camera around, but I can't reduce the sensitivity. With Brookhaven having been released in February and Rune Factory 5 being released just a few weeks ago, Core Keeper being released between the two into early access and being this smooth of a wonderful exploration and mining game has really stood out to me, and I find myself coming back to it over and over again in between my sometimes frustrating sessions in the other two games. Of course, these games are very different in premise, with Core Keeper especially not even being a farming simulator, but there's an overlap in the general gameplay mechanics, and the smoothness of Core Keeper alone will get you hooked into the game quicker. Okay, so we know that I love the controls in Core Keeper, but what do you actually do in this game? Let's talk while we go on a little home tour of my file. So this is my main Core Keeper file. I am hungry. Let's give a little bit of a nom. I have built this little bit of a home base. As you can see, I don't have enough floor, wooden floor to fully decorate it, but I've carved out this whole area using just a pickaxe and built all of the floors and stuff using wood. Up here you have my crafting room. So I have 2 different anvils here, a copper one and I think a tin one. The copper one I can make wood armor and copper armor, and this tin one I can make bronze armor and some other cool weapons. As I progress in the game, there's going to be even more anvils is my guess to make even fancier stuff. And that's how the progression was from my crafting table to my tin crafting table, which let me make this alchemist table as well. Here in my room on the far right, you can see this green chest, which is a basic chest that I built. And this is a ginormous chest that, little bit of a spoiler, I got from defeating the first boss in the game. This chest is really big, and what do you know, there's even a quick stack option, which is similar to Stardew Valley, so it will quickly pull things that can stack into there. We could test it like this. Bam, there you go. That's definitely a feature that I've been wanting in any and every game besides Stardew Valley, and I haven't seen yet so far. Up over here, I have my entire farming area, if you will. And unlike Stardew Valley, in which you want to farm to make money and such, I have this area to make food so that I don't die in the underground. My hunger bar is currently at 37 out of 100, which is pretty meh, but my health is all the way at 200, and food will heal you over time. These bomb peppers I can also use to make actual bombs, which will help me fight bosses, which is great because I've only beaten one boss so far. This is my base area, but you have to keep in mind that you are not given a base like this from the get-go. I chose that little area to carve out later on in the game, but we actually start way over in the core room. I don't even know what to call it. Oh yes, this is my old man. I managed to make him live in this room by putting beard oil here. The mechanic of having people move in is similar to Terraria, which I really like. When you start Core Keeper, you're going to start in this room. This is the room in which I spawned, and eventually I made my way out by hitting the wall and escaping the complete darkness. Hitting tab will let you craft things such as torches, basic wood pickaxe and a wood shovel, and the basic workbench. And the workbench will help you make other things as you continue. As you can see, I have one little shrine lit up here because I beat one boss. There are 3 shrines. There are 3 bosses to beat at least, but I do believe there are at least 5 actually in the game. I'm doing a mix of an uninformed versus completely informed playthrough, so I'm kind of trying things as I go, but looking up hints when I need it. And I actually built my first base right here. I kind of wish I didn't upheave it. I wish I had kind of just built another base, my big one over there. But this is where I lived for a while I was exploring and collecting resources and seeing what I could do out in the world. Gotta eat some food because I'm starving. As you explore, you're gonna find different pieces of wall that have different ore in it that you can make into other stuff. And you're also gonna find monsters. I have this one little slime here, but not too many other monsters to show because I've actually cleared out this area. Slimes are probably the first monster that you will encounter, and they don't necessarily spawn randomly. If you kill a slime, it will die, but more slime will come up as long as the slime goop is on the floor here. So if you want to stop them from spawning in a certain spot, you have to dig up their slime from the ground, and that's supposed to stop them from spreading there. This one's just hitting me because he's lovely. What I've really loved about Core Keeper so far is how I've always felt productive, but also wanting to get stronger and having this urge to like research and prepare very hard because I know there are new monsters that I haven't seen yet. This area is really cute and looks really lived in, right? But I actually didn't make this. I just discovered this on the map while I was adventuring. I'm about 9 hours into the game right now, and the past 2-ish of them I've spent walking through this big ring on the map. See, it goes all the way around. And guess why this exists? There's a big worm monster that's been carving out this ring, and it just kind of goes around the ring over and over again. And I just hecking know that I need to kill it because it's one of my next shrine things, and I have no idea how I'm gonna do that because he's as wide as this actual tunnel. I've been trying to go around the ring and unlocking little bits of the map outside and just inside of the ring, and it's been keeping me so occupied and so happy as I eat my little Taco Bells. Oh my god, he's coming, he's coming. All right, that's nice. Lovely, lovely to smell ya. And that's, of course, one of the boss monsters you might encounter while playing Core Keeper. As you're doing anything in Core Keeper, you might get little notifications like that tell you that you get a skill point. Your skills look like this. There are 9 in total. And when you first get points, you'll only be able to put them into the top bucket. But once you hit level 5, you can put them into lower buckets and you get stronger and stronger as you go down. Skills include mining, running, melee combat, range combat, crafting, vitality, gardening, fishing, and cooking. Yes, there's fishing in this game. I love the Steam reviews that say 10 out of 10 because there is fishing. And yeah, this is the Core Keeper gameplay loop as I understand it right now. I've been really loving the game a lot. As far as lore goes, you are walking in a little forest party and then you fall down a hole or something. I'll put the clip up. Bad days come, but we have to ignore. Oh no, I missed the thing. You are part of a group of explorers making your way through the forest. I missed the first bit. Feeling a strange presence. You notice something between the trees. I noticed nothing. You approach this strange relic and raise a hand toward it. Upon touching its surface, a blinding light engulfs you. And you wake up in the core. Now you have to survive by finding food to eat and, of course, hitting monsters before they hit you. I'm gonna kill this guy while we talk. I can do it. I can do it. Core Keeper can be played alone or with up to 8 players via online. I haven't played with anyone yet. If you want to play with me, let me know. And I really think this is a great game for fans of Terraria, Stardew Valley, and base building games, Minecraft for sure. Anything that you want to play with your friends that takes a bit longer than one match and can be flexible for different play styles. It's very rewarding to beat bosses, and I'm sure it's very rewarding to beat them with friends too. And this is a game that I keep coming back to because of ease of mechanics and there always being something to look forward to and yet something to be proud of as well. Got him. One last thing I forgot to mention is the decoration aspect of Core Keeper. I don't have a painter's table yet because, to be honest, I've been getting ore for other things instead, but you can actually build paintable walls and paintable floors and then use a painter's table to customize all your stuff. You can also build little fences to decorate that way, and you can craft even stone floors and doors now, which I need to play with. Looks like I can make a scarlet workbench. There's also an electronics table, which I'm excited to make electronics for. And one of the things that you can craft, which will be game-changing, I'm sure, is the Railway Forge. This Railway Forge will allow you to create underground rail systems. That will make navigating this map so much more fast. And I'm not sure how it's gonna work in a circular motion, but I really want to ride it all the way around this circle. After I kill the big worm thing, of course. So what do you think of Core Keeper? Is this the type of game that you would normally play? Are you looking to get it now while it's in early access because it's so smooth? Or do you still want to wait until it's a full release? My only hesitation with Core Keeper at this point is how smoothly multiplayer plays, because I just haven't personally been able to test it. So if you happen to get Core Keeper and you are interested in playing together, please let me know, because I would love to cover this game more. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on Core Keeper, and I'll see you here next time for more upcoming game news, game reviews, and just cozy things. Bye!